Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here and welcome to Mornings with 60 and Me. Today is Thursday, September 1st. It's the first day of a brand new month, so welcome to September. I'm having my morning tea this morning. I have something called Women's Balance. It's from my Yogi collection. I have no idea what's in it. It's a secret tea. They just say it's a herbal infusion for women's balance. So here's to balance in our lives and a great cup of tea in the morning. So I hope you've got your tea, coffee, sit down, relax. We'll go through what's going on in the world. I decided that I'm going to go a little light on news today because we've had such a busy week and just need some uplifting stories to just get things in perspective for us. But I would like to start with a couple of international stories and cover one that you probably all are seeing all over the United States news, which is Donald Trump's visit to Mexico. You know, I haven't been reporting too much about the American elections because, well, things just change every minute. But it was an interesting day yesterday. He was invited to go to Mexico by President Nieto, and just a very interesting dynamic of how he spoke to the public in the press conference in Mexico about his desires to, as he described it, build a stronger partnership and work together on solving problems with Mexico. And then he came back to Arizona for a campaign speech where he reinstated in very forceful terms, his plans for should he be elected. And what was interesting to me though was just the playing of politics, how you address one audience in a certain tone and then you come back and address another group in a different way. So just the dynamics of human nature just fascinates me. And I know that the United States is overwhelmed with news about the election, but and I won't go into the specifics. You've got all the facts in front of you, no doubt. But just hang in there and make your decision based on what you believe in, and do vote. That's really important. And I say that to everyone around the world, wherever there's elections going on. This is your opportunity to share the perspective we have as older women. We've been there, done that, and we've seen a lot of things get resolved in ways that may not be clear at the moment. So we've got lots to offer. So that's the United States. In Brazil, Dilma Rousseff, the current president, has been ousted. The Senate voted to impeach her. She claimed right until the last minute that she had not done anything wrong. There was no crime committed, but that she was simply being impeached because of her political views. She, for 13 years, has led the Workers' Party in Brazil, and lots of great ideas, social platforms, and benefits for the people. But the economy in Brazil absolutely has tanked, and so she's out. A new gentleman by the name of Michel Temer has been sworn in as president of Brazil, as a very large economy, a very important country for the world. And his job now is job creation, getting the economy back on track. And funnily enough, he's actually under some investigation himself. So politics and corruption in Brazil seem to go together, which isn't my view. It's what is being broadcast around the world. So anyway, Dilma Rousseff, by the way, did not get enough vote, or she didn't receive enough negative votes to prevent her from running for office in the future. So that's important, that she can come back in, I'm not sure how many years, but some time, and run again for office. So that's an interesting development. On the space front, many of you and I'm very fascinated by space travel and exploration. It just seems so amazing that we're able to do some of the things we do. But anyway, a Russian group, radio telescope, has picked up a sound which may just be a message from another civilization. They're only 95 light years away, so that's quite a long way, but they've picked up this sound from a nearby star, and it's a strong signal, they say, and it's HD 164595. So there you go. How's that for a cool name? And they are looking into it to see whether it really could be from another life on another planet. I think it's fascinating. We'll see. In the next few years, we just have to hang around. We'll see a lot of developments that we haven't really anticipated, I bet. So that's going to be fun. Now, this article I know will make all of your little ears perk up. All you people that have got dogs dogs sitting on your lap and by your side. I know we have a lot of women who love their pets and love their dogs in particular. Well, it turns out that scientists have actually now got evidence to support that dogs really do understand what we're saying. we didn't, as if dog owners knew this all along, but now science is backing us up. And it's simply, they did some tests with dogs to investigate where they perceived words in their brain and where they were picking up tones, and they found that they had to work together. So for a dog, for example, if you say to them, you're a really bad dog, if you say it in a really nice voice, they know what you're saying. They know that you're saying bad dog. And then the other way around, if you yell at them with nice words, they will know the difference. So that's the story from scientists. They say that dogs process words with the left hemisphere, and the right hemisphere they process pitch, just like people do. So that's why dogs are so smart, but we knew that all along. Anyway, the information, we'll leave the link for you so you can check it out, because it is quite interesting and something that many women will be fascinated by. Okay, now I want to talk about something, switch gears a bit, and ask you a question. And that is, when was the last time that you gave someone a compliment? And when was the last time that someone gave you an authentic, loving compliment back? I just think that, first of all, we all want to be nourished and to feel that we are somehow matter, that we are worth the affection and love of other people and attention of other people. And I want to say before I start, thank you to all of you who put lovely comments in our articles, things that you say about me and about 60andMe. Honestly, the compliments are so appreciated, and it just means the world to me to know that you all are out there putting value to what we're doing here with 60andMe, that you care enough to leave us a compliment, and it really means a lot to me, so thank you very much. It does bring out the best in you. When someone compliments you, it makes you feel proud, and it makes you feel motivated to do better, and to appreciate them as well. So it works. A compliment works for the person giving the compliment and also for the person receiving it. So let's go through how you can compliment someone. There may be, it's not just a matter of the simple ways. There's some very subtle things you can do to give someone a compliment. So let me go through a few of them with you. And be generous with your compliments. Just make them authentic, of course, but here's some tips. First of all, say thank you. Just those two words can mean so much. If you just say to someone who's done something nice to you, even just open the door, thank you. And that is a compliment. That is acknowledging that you appreciate them. So that's one thing. Always, if you can, call people by their name. Now, I have a bad memory with names, so I sometimes have to ask that, hey, I'm human. Just ask, excuse me, I've forgotten your name. But you can also look for people for example, in an office or in a restaurant, cafe. They usually wear name tags. So take a quick look at someone's name tag and then just put that into the conversation. Even when you're on the phone, when someone calls you, and just get their name, and then by the end of the call say, thank you, John, for that information, that was great. Or, if you're in a cafe, to thank the waitress by name. It just makes such a big difference. The other thing I just mentioned earlier was to be generous with your compliments. If it's not just the person that did something nice for you, gave you good service or gave you extra attention, it's their manager. So if someone's great to you in a cafe or restaurant, go to their manager and say, can I talk to your supervisor? And they'll go, thinking that you've got something negative, but say, no, it's a good thing. And then when the manager comes, say, I just want to tell you what a great employee you have here. Susan is just amazing. She really, we gave her kind of a hard time with our items we wanted. And we really appreciate that she was so sweet and helpful and professional. And that helps them get ahead with their careers, and it also helps them to feel good that you're in front of their boss. You're actually saying something nice about them, so that's important. Now, as I said, confidence is an amazing stimulator of good behavior. Another thing is to be focused on the positive, not the negative. So if someone comes up with an idea, try to be a yes and person rather than a yes but person. There's a big difference. It's a difference of saying, yes, that's a great idea, and we could also do this. Instead of, yeah, that's a great idea, but it really won't work. So that a compliment is to acknowledge someone's idea. So that's another great one. The next thing, and this is maybe the one we do most often, is just to notice the small things. When you see someone on an elevator and you say, wow, I really love your necklace, or that's a beautiful color on you. Doesn't matter if, if it's really even precisely the truth. Just say you have really lovely eyes. I've said this to many people. I'm attracted to eyes. And if someone says, looks at me and smiles, I say, has anyone told you you've got really amazing eyes? And they're so friendly, and I just keep smiling. And it's really positive for them to hear that. Use adjectives, just say, you've got the most beautiful blue eyes, or a really spectacular pink dress. I love that style, that bohemian style on you. Say something that, means something more than just the basics. Say something special. And, I think that by noticing the small things, we respect the person at a fundamental level. It's not just that they have money, that they've got this car or this, or this house or this beautiful watch. It's not the expensive things. It's the little things. It's the things that make them unique. So those are some ideas for you to give compliments to people that are important to you. Now, another thing that's important to me is getting messages from people. I love email, of course, but when was the last time you got a letter, like a handwritten letter with pen and ink? And I actually can remember, because a very good friend of mine in Seattle did actually send me a letter, because we were talking about this and he wrote me a note. But it doesn't happen. But today is Letter Writers Day. It's one of our celebratory days. So today is Letter Writers Day, and it just acknowledges, remember the days when you used to get beautiful envelopes, different colors maybe. Someone would maybe spray a little bit of their scent on the envelope, or they take something from their garden, a flower, they press a flower or a leaf, or they just put something in there that was, like a little memory, a little coin or something. So today's a day to remember that. And if you've got a few minutes, just pick up a pen, a piece of paper, and just write, even if it's just, hi, Mom, thinking about you today, sending a letter on Letter Writers Day. And, just send a letter to someone. I think it'd be really cool. Anyway, that's the wonders of the written word on paper. Today is your day to celebrate. Now, I usually do a quote on our 60andMe, Mornings with 60andMe, but I wanted just to kind of do it's a quote poem. And it's one that I just found, it's really cute, and I love it. I think it was on the Happiness Project, but it's entitled, How to Be Happier. And it crossed out happy and said, how to be happier. And because we all want to be happy, of course, right? And there's just, I think, 7 or 8 things. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So first, embrace yourself. Love yourself. Simple. Acknowledge the sad. Just understand that the world isn't all peaches and cream, that there's sadness and there's beauty in sadness. Be real. Create and meet goals. Write it down. You got a plan, write it down, set goals. Makes you happier when you achieve them. Find fresh inspiration. We talked about this. Go out into nature, visit a museum, walk a dog, visit a friend, go to a hospice, say hi to a stranger. Just find inspiration in life. Sunshine and rainbows, the opposite of sad, but it's going out and not just seeing the sun shining, but seeing all the wonderful things that we have in our lives that we're blessed with. It's so easy sometimes to feel sorry for ourselves and to feel negative about life, but honestly, we are blessed just to be breathing, to have our friends, our family, and just to have the perspective and have this community too. We're here for each other. So we're the sunshine and the rainbows. Celebrate everything. Why not? And this is we talked about this the other day. Light a candle when you're having your dinner. Have a little glass of wine. Just celebrate everything. Feel content. Again, be grateful for what you have. Feel contented. And finally, forget the destination. Just don't worry about the future. Don't be anxious about the future or depressed about the past. Just be right here. Celebrate now. So that's the Be Happier quote for the day. And by the way, I was going to say to you, if anybody out there wants a shout out from me, I get emails every day, lots and lots of emails saying, I don't want to use Facebook to make a comment, so I just want to say it here, but this is the place to say your name. And I'll just shout it out. It doesn't have to say where you are, just Just tell me where just who you are, and I'll give you a shout out and a thanks for being here. And while we're talking about that, please go and tell your friends about Mornings with 60andMe. We just go up to 60andme.com/mornings, and you can get the news first. And we really would love your support. There's no charge, no membership. Just go up and put your name and your email, and we'll send you a little note every day with the news first. And that's really important to me. Thank you. And my question for the day, I would like to go back to the compliment article, and that is simply, when was the last time you gave a compliment to someone else? And what was the nicest compliment someone has ever given you? So when was the last time you gave a great compliment to someone? And what is the nicest compliment anyone has ever given you? Leave your comments in the section below. We'll have a conversation. Have a fabulous Thursday. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow on Mornings with 60andMe. Bye for now, everyone.